Yeah, Madam President and members, I have a few comments to make about the process, and this was the first conference committee that I was asked to participate in, and while I appreciate all the hard work, and there was a lot of hard work, but actually the compromise that took place, in my opinion, during the conference committee was basically between the Assembly member, the Democrats within the Assembly and the Democrats within the Senate. That was really the process that we currently have. And I'm not saying that with disrespect, but that's a matter of just reality in my opinion. Over the last year, Senate Republicans have tried to communicate what we need in the way of budget reforms, or what we felt should be some of the major points. We also felt that we needed to see some spending type controls because, frankly, to be honest with you, you're right. Both Democrats and Republicans seem to have an addiction to spending. I don't deny that. It's only because we lack discipline, as well as the governor, into actually living within our means, that apparently we're going to have to take a look at a really hard spending cap of some type and some type of control. And we do have waste. There isn't anybody here that can't say there isn't some kind of waste someplace in government. And yet I've been amazed from the number of department heads when they even try to tell you how they can do things more efficient, or how they could do things with saving some money and still be able to provide the objective, how it's met with immediate resistance. Just like a simple bill to allow volunteerism meets with a lot of resistance in this building. We just got to start doing it a different way. We also have an economy that's starting to struggle. You know, we're in a recession. And even the Democrat nominee for president has indicated the last thing you need to do right now is put a tax increase on the hardworking people of this country. Well, that's the same last thing that we need to do with the hardworking people of California, is put a tax on them of any type. You know, some in this House believe that is the answer to the problem. Well, that's not the answer. The answer to the problem is to create an economy where we can create good-paying jobs, and also provide education opportunities so that people have the opportunity to get the skills necessary for those jobs. And this House, this body, this Senate right now can actually make the changes that are necessary to cause that kind of excitement and cause that kind of investment into the economy. The best social program we can give somebody is a good-paying job. And that's something we should always remember. You know, they tried to raise taxes back in the 1990s during the Wilson administration. It's been brought up before. It didn't work. It didn't work then, and it won't work now. In fact, I believe a massive tax increase will cause the harm. It's not that I just signed a no-tax pledge because I just don't want to have no taxes. Okay, I signed a no-tax pledge because I truly believe in my heart that a tax increase right now during this fragile time in California's economy would be the last thing we should do, not the first thing we should do. And I just feel it's going to create a tremendous opportunity. You know, we got 7.3% unemployment in the state of California right now. In my district, in the Inland Empire, it's over 9%. By fact, I think down in Imperial County, it's even close to 25%. People, that's a huge problem. And the Board of Equalization actually did an analysis on what would happen on a sales tax increase that's being proposed. 58,000 additional jobs lost. That's their estimate, not my estimate, that's their estimate. That's 58,000 families that are going to have additional troubles trying to pay their mortgage, trying to pay the high cost of gasoline and food and everything else just to live here in California. And it is hostile to the job creation of California. According to the California Office of Research, the state unemployment insurance fund will nearly be broke by the end of this year. The unemployment insurance fund has a deficit, or will have a deficit, of about $1.5 billion at the end of 2009, and more than $3.5 billion by the end of 2010. To make up for that deficit, that's another burden that'll have to be placed on the general fund, or we're going to have to borrow more money to take care of that problem as well. This budget raises taxes on the kind of businesses that we should be trying to attract. The biotech jobs, high-tech jobs will be lost because this budget proposal suspends the net operating loss. It's clear that also we're dealing with some issues with insurance. Now we want to try to figure out a way to tax insurance. Well, the property owners have already got a tremendous burden right now. And so now we have another tax that we want to start looking at to raise their insurance as costs as well. It's clear to me that increasing taxes will only put more Californians out of work and delay an economic recovery in our state. Instead of looking for ways to increase taxes on the California residents, we should be doing all we can to create good-paying jobs. Those jobs not only will create the revenue that we need to provide vital programs, but will also help people feel good about themselves and take them out of government programs and lower the need for them to actually get government assistance. This budget is not a credit to this institution. It does not represent all of us collectively doing what we can do best for the people of California. The Senate should be capable of doing better. And I want to charge all of us to get back to the table and let's keep trying to do this better. I would ask a no vote.
Senator Denham.